Let's be honest, content marketing in 2025 looks nothing like it did just a few years ago. If you're a solopreneur or a small business owner, or even someone who's employed full-time as a marketer somewhere in a company, keeping up with all the changes and reinventing yourself can really feel like an overwhelming full-time job. But the good news is that you don't have to do it alone. AI has totally changed and reshaped the way we work. So whether it's approaching tasks or difficult scenarios, AI can really support you. But here's the part that most people, whether it's marketers or business owners, get wrong. And that is they think AI is here to replace them and to replace their creativity. But it's not about a tool replacing you. It's about a tool replacing your inefficient processes so you can really unlock the next level of creativity or processes or speed in general. So I'm not here to tell you to let a robot write your content or to let your robot come up with all the strategy. I'm here to show you how you can use AI as a tool to move faster, more efficiently, and to keep your business running. And all of those things that I just mentioned without hiring additional team members. So let's break it down how exactly you can use AI in your day-to-day life, whether as a business owner or as a marketer somewhere employed at a company, and what you can take away from it. What I like to use AI for is to treat it like a personal assistant. And if you watch some other videos of mine, you know that my number one go-to tool is ChatGPT, or how I always call it Chat. This tool has pretty much become my sidekick, whether it's for personal things. So if I have some leftover items in my fridge and I don't know what recipe to make, or if I want to scale a recipe from 4 to just 2 people, or if I have any marketing questions, I turn to ChatGPT. And for my business, I use it for a variety of things, but the main things that I can think of from the top of my head are outlining blog posts, drafting and helping me with YouTube scripts, repurposing my long form video content and turning it into LinkedIn posts, blog posts, newsletters, Instagram posts. I'm using it for brainstorming whenever I'm stuck, or when I want a different creative angle or maybe a different viewpoint. I use it for analyzing data, or more so help me to analyze data, or just any ideas that I want to bounce off when it comes to digital ads. But here's the trick, and it's super important because any AI tool is only as good as the human using it. So let me repeat that. Any AI tool, whether it's ChatGPT or anything else that you're using out there, it is only as good as the human using it. So if you go to ChatGPT and tell them, write a blog post about social media, you will end up with the most generic, uneducational, value-lacking blog post that you can think of. So instead of being generic, treat the system like a team member. So talk to that tool like, hey, I'm creating a LinkedIn post about why reach matters more than likes, and you help me outline 3 key points and give me a punchy hook. Then you add a little bit about your audience, what audience you're trying to reach. You talk a little bit about yourself, write it in my voice, direct it to my audience. If you have any further questions, please let me know. And this makes all the difference. When you guide the AI tool to exactly what you want, to exactly the way you talk, then you get a better output than you would have gotten otherwise. My second approach that I like to use AI for is to speed up things that I'm already doing. At the end of the day, as a business owner, time is the most valuable asset that you have, especially if you're doing everything yourself. Like me, I do everything myself. I do not have any other team members, so time is really of the essence. Before I used AI tools, I spent hours creating short form video content. So I still edit my long form video content myself. So these YouTube videos, I edit them myself in Final Cut, and I'm very efficient on that. I know a lot of shortcuts, so I don't really want to use an AI tool for that. But when it comes to editing short form content, I spend hours doing that. And it was always a task that I dragged. I'm like, oh, I don't really want to do it. It takes forever cropping the video, finding the golden nuggets. Now I found a tool called Vizard.ai where I upload my YouTube video or upload a long form video. And the tool finds these golden nuggets and cuts them into pieces for me. It also adds emojis, can add B-roll. It fully has a transcript, and it also highlights words that are important. You can choose different templates to make them more engaging. If you want, you can edit videos, so you can upload a hook and you can upload your end card to it. But overall, this tool alone saved me tons of time. And this is especially great when you want to be on different platforms. So if you want to be on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and you want to crank out a lot of short form video content, this tool saved me so much time and allows me to be on those platforms. Another way I use ChatGPT is for designs and visuals. If you're not a designer, I would lean even more into these tools to get help. Now, I wouldn't describe myself as a designer, but I would describe myself as someone who has a very good eye on what works on a graphic and how the graphic should be put together. Now, if you don't know where to start, if you don't really have a visual eye, then I would say turn to Canva AI, for example, and let the system really help you create templates, create social media content, create social media carousel, or even use them for your ads. You can also make quick branded graphics that actually look polished. Now, word of caution, I wouldn't let ChatGPT, for example, create all my visuals. They look very weird still. They look kinda AI generated. At least I can see a video that's AI generated, and I can smell if something is AI generated, so it doesn't really resonate with me. Of course, you can prompt the system, hey, I want this in the scene and I want those elements in my photo, and it creates it for you. I'm not the biggest fan of those images. I feel like they don't really resonate online and they kind of seem not authentic and original, but I'm saying that it can give you a head start to whatever you want to create if you don't really know where to start. Or if you created a graphic, you can upload it and ask, hey, where do you think it's something missing? Or do you think the button is placed correctly? Do you think the font is legible? Like all of this you can run by the system. And then of course for Canva is amazing for creating graphics. And especially now with the AI integration, it can help you to create really polished graphics without you being a full-time designer. But of course, when it comes to creating graphics or creating anything in general, you still have to have the vision, but AI can help you to bring the concept to life faster. So you're ultimately the creative director, and then you have a team member, which is your AI tool, who executes the idea. Also, because there's a lot of talk about amongst marketers or business owner, whether AI is here to take away your job, to replace you entirely. And I have to tell you, it's not here to replace you. And let me say it again for the people in the back. AI is not here to replace you. It is not able to replace your voice. It is not able to replace your personality or your creativity. It is not here to replace your viewpoints and the angles you have. But I will say, if you're not embracing AI, you might be left behind. So if you're working for a company and you are very against AI, but your company is embracing AI, and you don't know how to use it, then you might be pushed to the side because you're not using it. So AI is not going anywhere. It is integrated in a lot of different areas. A lot of tools are using it. So it's really non-negotiable. So I would say lean into the tool, understand it. And the more we understand something, the less we fear something. And of course, I mentioned earlier, AI is only as good as the human using it, and that really comes to prompts. So how do you prompt the system? Prompt engineering is a huge thing when it comes to artificial intelligence tools. So instead of thinking that AI will make my content sound robotic, start shifting your mindset more into how can I use AI to get the first 70% done, so I can spend time only refining the remaining 30% and making it sound like me. And that's the real sweet spot. So let's recap everything really quickly. Use ChatGPT for brainstorm sessions, for outlining your content, for helping you to repurpose content. So for example, your video content, how can you repurpose it into other mediums? So blog posts, LinkedIn articles, short form content. Use tools like Vizard.ai to help you speed up your processes when you edit your videos. Try Canva.ai to speed up your designs, especially if you're not a designer. Talk with AI, not edit. So use it to brainstorm, to help you guide to the process to see better results. Don't let perfection slow you down. Let AI get you started and then finalize the product. So I just want to tell you, whatever AI is putting out there for you, always read through it again, make edits. Do not just rely on the output of an AI tool. If you are a solopreneur, a small business owner, or even someone who works full-time as a marketer, just fully embracing the trends isn't enough. You need to stay on top of it. And if you want to learn more about AI, how can you refine your processes using artificial intelligence, how you can use it to come with a content strategy or refine purposes in your operations, in your day-to-day operations, and you don't really know where to start, you can always reach out to me at Nina@thesocialwisdom, or you can also find me online at The Social Wisdom. You can watch more of my YouTube content, you can read my LinkedIn articles, you can contact me, and then we can start working together. And this also led us yet again to the end of this video. I'm so glad you tuned in today, and I cannot wait to see you next week. Until then, goodbye, or how we say in Germany, auf Wiedersehen.